Today is a significant day for India's aspirations as a major defense manufacturer. The Philippines has received the BrahMos missiles. Manila now has an Indian shield to defend itself against Chinese aggression. The Indian Air Force made the delivery today. The deal was signed 2 years ago. The contract was worth $375 million. Some notable firsts come with this deal. The BrahMos is India's first major defense export, and the Philippines is the first nation to get the BrahMos missile system. Manila has bought 3 batteries of BrahMos. Now, one battery of the system has 2 missile launchers, a radar, and a command and control center. So the Philippines gets 3 sets of the system. From Manila's perspective, the deliveries could not have come at a better time. Tensions with China are growing. In recent months, the PLA, the Chinese army, has become more aggressive. They're targeting ships from the Philippines, firing water cannons at them. Coast guards from both sides have clashed repeatedly. On more than one occasion, their ships have collided. Plus, Beijing has been issuing threats and warnings.
The Philippine side, on the one hand, induced external forces to interfere in the South China Sea issue and intruded into relevant islands and reefs of China's Nansha Qingdao. On the other hand, it activated its propaganda machine against China to hype up the so-called the big bullying the small and played victim. The Chinese side is strongly opposed to this.
The situation is dangerous and China's actions could trigger a conflict, so Manila desperately needs an effective deterrent. The BrahMos could fit that role. Manila could deploy the system in the West Philippine Sea. That's where their forces clash with the Chinese. This region is part of the South China Sea dispute. China has been trying to assert itself here. It claims most parts of the West Philippine Sea. Chinese ships are often seen here. They try to disrupt the freedom of movement. So deploying the BrahMos in this region would defend Manila against Chinese ships. The missile has been specifically calibrated for this mission. Manila has bought a shore-based anti-missile version of the BrahMos, meaning it can be deployed near the sea. If the Chinese engage in aggressive behavior, the BrahMos can be pointed at their ships. And this sale is just the beginning. It's a foundation for a deeper defense partnership between India and the Philippines. To begin with, the BrahMos deal includes clauses around training and logistics support. India has trained military officials from the Philippines on the BrahMos system. It has also offered spare parts. So this pact creates long-term interdependencies. It also creates opportunities for both sides to engage in joint military drills, especially on the high seas. Since both militaries operate the BrahMos, and this could already be in the pipeline, in 2023, Manila and New Delhi signed a pact about, and I'm quoting, enhancing maritime cooperation. That was the deal. With today's deliveries, they can elevate their defense partnership. And for India, this also opens new doors. The success of this deal will boost India's standing in defense exports. Regional players like Indonesia, Vietnam and Thailand have all expressed interest in the BrahMos. Success with the Philippines can influence the outcomes of these negotiations. In the long run, these deals cement India's position as a net security provider in the region.